Hello.
Hi.
My name is Darren.
I'm Graham.
And we have seen the greatest film mankind has ever
Oh,
produced.
for God's sake, don't.
What?
Fast and Furious 8.
Yeah. I didn't even have to say any new. So, very briefly, tell us what Fast and the Furious 8 is about.
Fast men, fast cars, and fast food.
There's no fast food in it.
Have you seen The Rock?
Yeah, I've seen The Rock.
He's full of fast food.
He's not full of fast food. He's full of rice and cans of tuna and whatever else.
Cans of tuna.
Yeah. I saw a
yes.
can of tuna in the gym in the toilet the other day. Someone was having a shit whilst eating a can of tuna.
All right. I went to Morrison's and I went to the disabled toilet, and on the sink there was an empty bottle of cider.
Ew. So, yeah, a bunch of car racers need to chase a submarine to avoid World War III. Or something.
Yeah, fill in the blanks.
Yeah, Vin Diesel's turned bad because Charlize Theron is stupid, but he's stupider.
Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah. Dumb and Dumber. So, did you love this movie with all of your heart? Huh? Is that a yes?
I liked it.
You liked it a bit. Loved.
I loved it with
question.
all of my, with all of my humour glands. Ugh. Yeah.
So you did love
I'll
it.
stick with that.
You did love it.
I loved it in a way, in a concept.
Yeah,
It was,
I
it
love
was
it in a way.
lovable
Yeah.
in ways.
Yeah.
Are you listening?
Name
You
me
seem
some
to
of
be
those
walking
ways.
away. Well, it was funny.
Yeah,
And it was funny.
It's very funny.
Like it.
Go on.
Only certain people were funny.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, but then other people are funny for the opposite reason.
I don't like some of the characters because they're not funny, but I like
No,
some of the other
Hate
characters.
the characters. There's no characters in it. There's just people with muscles that
Yeah.
say things.
Bald people with muscles.
Yeah. No, yeah, I mean, The Rock and Statham are great, and Kurt Russell, obviously. Take all the Tyrese Gibson or, I don't know, Vin Diesel.
Yeah. Any of the other ones.
Yeah, anyone else.
Even, what's his name, Eastwood?
Scott Eastwood.
Young Eastwood.
Yeah. We love Paul Walker. We love Paul Walker. Paul Walker's dead. He was replaced very quickly.
yeah. Guess who's coming up next in the cars?
Yeah.
Oh, well. It wasn't very quickly. They gave it some buffer room. But
They
they
didn't.
They brought him
He
in.
died in the last movie. They've already
Yeah.
replaced him in the new one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, no, you're right. He was even driving around and stuff, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he was fully replaced.
And they proper made insults like, oh, he's little no one and stuff like that. Like, that's how easy it is to replace Paul Walker with somebody that you all hate.
Literally
and
called
speaking
nobody.
of which, there's a whole great thing in this movie. Why was that funny? Where the Statham and The Rock have a kind of love-hate bromance thing going on, and you have to admit that is brilliant. Go on, you have to admit it.
I don't have to, but I will.
Good. And the rest of the group seem to accept Jason Statham as part of their team. It's mostly The Rock who's got beef with him. 3 fucking times they showed us the scene in the previous few films where the Stath killed one of their best friends. And the whole series is like, we love family. And Statham's like, I'm going to fucking kill you all. Let's start with this Han Solo, as his name was. Yeah. And then Jason Statham's part of the group, and the only one that seems to care is The Rock. Everyone else is like, oh, those two have got a thing going over there. Nobody's like, what the fuck? You killed our mate. I want to kill you.
The Rock only cares, though, because he tried to kill him in that office block.
Yeah, I know.
And it goads him about it all the time.
Yeah. So The Rock doesn't like Jason Statham because Jason Statham slightly winds The Rock up.
Yeah.
Everyone else is pretty fine with Statham being there, even though he murdered their friend. And it was such a serious point in the franchise. We saw it in Tokyo Drift. We saw it in Furious 6 rather. And we saw it in Fast and Furious 7 again.
Do you even remember the names?
It's not that hard.
They're not too far removed.
Yeah, it's
but,
not like Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, is it? Furious 8. So, yeah, it was brilliant. Would you say it's got any criticism?
Brilliant's a strong word. Yeah,
I think word I stand by.
I think, I mean, there's a lot to be said for a film that could be interchangeable with a fever dream of one of the dying members of cast. Surely.
Yeah.
Where is this still set in the same world of reality as the original?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't seen the originals. I've only seen them from 5 onwards when they got good.
See, but isn't that a mistake? I mean, it's
Why
not
is that a mistake?
No, it's not a mistake, obviously, because you've skipped the worst ones, obviously.
Yeah.
But I mean, setting up Paul Walker as the hero for the first few films.
Well, I mean, none of them are heroes.
They fixed that issue, didn't they?
Yeah, there's a bit in Fast and Furious 7 where Vin Diesel is introduced to The Rock's daughter, and she goes, "Who's he?" And he goes, he's an old friend. They've known each other one movie at this point, and in that movie they hated each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that the whole time span is over about 2 weeks so far since Fast 5. It just seems to be like straight after the other.
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
But it's still brilliant. My criticism of this film, and it's a very small criticism.
I was going to say, yeah, that was my main criticism, is just its suspension of reality.
Oh, why is that a criticism? That's its main
No,
selling point.
no, but as a franchise,
Well,
like, why not
Dr.
create
No,
it?
it started off. Bond started off as Dr. No, ended up as fucking Moonraker.
Why are you really comparing this to Bond films?
Yeah, I am. They're
The
globetrotting.
nature of them, though.
Yeah.
The very kind of core values of them.
Well, not the core values. Bond doesn't really care about family. I mean, neither does anyone in this movie, if anything's to go by, except what they say. But, yeah, no, I think parallels can be made to the Bond franchise.
What's your criticism?
Charlize Theron does fuck all. Why get the star of Mad Max to be in it and then have her not drive a car once? She just stands behind a computer talking shit, which is fine. I like
cars. She drives
When?
lots of cars. She does the zombie thing, doesn't she?
No, but she's not driving it. She's not in it doing it herself. So why? It's just a waste, isn't it? She just literally is in that computer room.
She's green screened all the time.
Maybe it's another Bowfinger situation where she didn't realise she's in it. That would I mean, maybe they are outtakes of her playing the mentally retarded female from Arrested Development.
Yeah.
Because, as I pointed out to Graham at the time, and I've mentioned in my blog, if you've seen Arrested Development, she plays a person, spoiler alert, who is a mentally retarded female, and every time she says anything stupid, it says, Mr. F, over the soundtrack. And literally every time she opened her mouth in this movie, I heard, Mr. F, which made it fun for me. I enjoyed it, and that's not a criticism. My criticism is simply they shouldn't do anything. Other than that, I think it's perfect. I think it's probably perfect, this film.
What about the opening 20 minutes?
Yes, it was excellent, where Vin Diesel races a car for ultimately no real reason whatsoever.
No reason at all.
Yeah, I know.
The end result of that was that he gave his car away.
No, it's not. The end result of that was that some man gave him some loyalty, some respect.
Where did that go?
Well, into the plot later on.
Yeah, but where did that go?
What do you mean, where did it go?
What happened?
Well, you saw what happened.
No, yeah, I saw that he was there and he gave him like a nod. But
Yeah,
what?
he gave him a nod. And he bought a van somewhere.
Hey, friendo.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, you can say...
that's literally it, isn't it? That's literally all he did. He put a van in the right place.
Spoilers.
Spoiler alert.
Fucking hell. Yeah, and his lip straightened up and he'd read it all off the wall. Don't tell them who put the van there.
Peanut butter under his gums to make him look like he's talking, then dub him in later.
Huh?
That's Mr. Ed, isn't it? Isn't it Mr. Ed? That's Mr. Ed.
I'm not as old as you. I don't know what you're talking about.
Mr. Ed.
Yeah,
Whatever.
no, you can say that the beginning is stupid, and I would say, yes, it was excellent, I saw. And,
we agree.
yeah.
It's
And you can
brilliant.
say, like, Vin Diesel went through all that, and then ultimately it was for nothing because of him.
It shows how easy he's tricked.
Yeah,
'cause his
well, my point
cousin-
is Vin Diesel's character is an idiot. I mean, and that's the problem, is that well, it's not the problem, it's what makes it great, is Vin Diesel thinks he's making legitimately good movies and his character is clever, when in actual fact, as The Rock and Statham, he's making stupidly fun movies, stupid being the big keyword there,
Yeah.
and his character is a proper moron.
Yeah.
So that's why it's fun. It's like he is in a double act with his own movie, as I pointed out. He's this sort of idiot to his film. I don't know which is the straight man. He's the one with the straight face, and the film is being silly, but he doesn't seem to know the film is being silly.
Yeah.
It's almost like the film is taking the piss out of him. Apparently there was a real-life feud between The Rock and Vin Diesel on the making of this movie.
A real life feud.
Yeah, The Rock referred to Vin Diesel as a candy ass.
A candy ass.
A candy ass.
That is not what you say about The Rock.
No, The Rock called
I
Vin
mean,
Diesel.
sorry, well, that's not. I get them mixed up because they're so interchangeable. in my
Fuck
mind.
you.
They're both just brawny, brawly muscle men, aren't they?
Yeah, but one of them can act and
Rock
has
is brilliant,
charisma,
to be fair.
and the other is Vin
I
Diesel.
do hope The Rock continues the legacy of the Fast franchise.
I don't even care about the Fast and Furious movies now. I just want a spin-off movie with him and Jason Statham. I mean, same characters, doing the same thing, but I don't need anyone else. I mean, I like the other people, like Helen Mirren popping up for some unknown reason
yeah,
to
doing
degrade
a mad-
herself.
Yeah. Doing a cross between Mary Poppins and
They
Dick
could
Van Dyke.
afford Helen Mirren, but they couldn't afford the talent. I either show up and do a silly voice, or I show up and you pay me. Yeah. Especially when I'm sure she is from London. She certainly seems like she's from that way. And then, yeah, she is doing a Dick Van Dyke or a Don Cheadle. So, yeah. But it was still brilliant. I didn't stop smiling from the moment it started to the moment it finished. Yeah.
I mean, it's all well done. The choreography and the effects and stuff like that. It's all
I mean,
believable
some bits
and
are
well
a bit
done.
too CG, but then how else are they going to be chased by a submarine? It's not going to be real, is it?
And have what's his name, Tyrese Gibson, holding onto a door, getting shot through ice
I
with
think
a
some of that was real.
harpoon on it, probably.
Yeah.
But some of it.
I like the bit
wasn't.
where the Rock kicked a torpedo out the way and into a tank.
That was-
They fired a torpedo at him,
quite
so
cool.
he hoofed it out the way.
Yeah, he did. He just booted it.
Yeah, the only other scene that reminded me of is a deleted scene from one of the Transporter movies. I think it's the first Transporter, where it's on the DVD menu but not in the film, where someone fires a missile at the Staith, and he uses a dinner tray to bat it out the way.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, he would do something like that.
They're so cool, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, I'm fully on board with the Transporter films, you know.
Except the third one. The third one was dire.
Oh, what are you talking about?
What I said.
Oh.
The second one's brilliant. The third one's awful.
I don't remember the third one that well.
Exactly.
I remember the second one. That's the one with the nurse and stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah,
And
that's
the
really
other guy from Lock, Stock, what his name is?
Yeah.
Jason... something?
Yeah.
Is the other Jason?
Another one.
Yeah.
Another one.
Fleming,
yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, it's a brilliant movie. Bye, everyone.
Yes, goodbye.
Bye.